Hello and welcome. It's another Wednesday. Since March 20th, 2020, we've had those Facebook Lives from my I cannot even say it, from my lipstick leadership living room to your living room. What has happened in your living room? What is happening now? What are the changes? So many things are good, not so good, the bad, and the ugly. What can we learn from that? Well, today I just felt like this morning everything went so easy, so smooth, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I have my to-do list, and I want to show you my to-do list. It's always an interesting list. Doesn't look so nice, but I get to do things and cross it off. So actually, I started to plan last night, and this morning I get up and I'm like, tuck, 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 and it feels like liberating. I feel like a huge weight on my shoulder has been lifted. I don't know. How do you feel? What is happening when you are planning well? And I have to say, planning well is one thing, but when I'm involved with a team, I even have to plan differently. So I need to submit my stuff on time. Other people need to work on my stuff, and then it gets a little more complicated. And what I've learned, it's about delegating, it's about communicating well, and it's about planning ahead. Some people are better, some people are not so good. And what I've also seen is some people are excellent in planning, excellent in planning. And then the execution comes and they're lost. They're lost in the details. They don't use what they've planned ahead. They are lost. So, where are you? And I know when you think about organizations, you put planning and execution almost into one word. I think that's wrong. That's my personal opinion. But if you are a good planner, sometimes you are not the best executor, or sometimes you're a very good executor and you're not the best planner. I'm wondering where I am. I like to plan, I have to say. I like to plan ahead. Obviously, planning for traveling, that would have been something cool to do. It's not so much possible, but one day it's possible again. I don't know. I think I'm a good planner, but what I don't like, and I'm not really good at it, when I have to update, let's say, a spreadsheet. So I plan well, I have everything on a spreadsheet, but then the minutious data and details, I'm like, ah. So again, I have to plan well to maybe update those spreadsheets that I have that I don't like so much. And I almost have to trick myself. And how do I trick myself? I put like something on my calendar, work an hour, and we know that, I've said it before, work an hour, take 5 minutes off, take 10 minutes off, and you can go in those 5-10 minutes on social media and then go back to what you have to do. That has worked for me. And what I always say, you might listening to me, it works for me, it might not work for you. So I like to get up at a good time, always at the same time, like 6:30, 7 o'clock is my best time. And then I give myself an hour to get ready. So by 7:30, I'm on. And I schedule that first hour where I don't have too much of interruption. So, like today, I needed to send out a few emails. Thank you. Let's get moving. Let's schedule. This was a productive time. So, I have it on my to do list. It doesn't look like a sexy to do list. It's like boom, boom, boom. Time for myself. Again, it doesn't look so nice. Sometimes I cannot read my handwriting. I write too fast. I know that's my problem, but it's good. So I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, no, maybe 4 things on the to-do list for today. Facebook Live is always important at 1 o'clock every single Wednesday. How many times have we met? More than 52 times. Yes, you got that right. More than a year. So it's about being consistent, but also that planning needs to be consistent. Make sure you have a good plan. I'm wondering, what is your plan? What is your plan? And what have you accomplished? So I know of a few people, and I mentioned Ali again. She had a show. She had a show last weekend. So we'll tag her. Make sure you check her website. I have another friend, Doina. She sent me her website this morning. She's a horse trainer with dressage. How cool is that? So we'll have her, we'll tag her in the comments. What other accomplishments have you seen that other people have done? Why don't you share what other your friends, your other people that you know have done well? It's a boost for them. Why not boost them? Maybe you find a person who can help them get to the next level. How do you get to the next level? It's always about networking. You need to know a person. You need to know a person who can be your PR person so you can get to the next person to the next level. Help each other out. So you have a good planning, you have a good to-do list, you help others out. That's the execution. And that's also the executive presence, right? So Doina's writing is not what I'm doing, but I might know people who would love to hear from her, learn from her, and also use her services. And if you go back into my podcasts, she was on a podcast and she has been teaching online. Can you believe teaching running classes online? It's possible. Maybe reach out to her, ask her. It's always good to ask questions. Why not? She's happy to talk to you. What other accomplishments can we celebrate? Yeah, let's celebrate the small successes. Somebody in my circle of friends said, like, I need to have a website. And I said, as a coach, a good question. When will you have it by? Well, within 2 weeks, that website was up and running. It doesn't always have to be perfect. Let's put it out there, share what you can offer, share what your accomplishments are, share what you can offer the world, and let's do this. What can you be proud of that you have accomplished? And I see many cool things happening online or on the streets. Yes, some of the shops are closed. That's very sad. Some of the restaurants are closed, but other stuff is happening. What can you contribute? And it can be your passion project, your summer project. Maybe that's a challenge for us. What is your summer project? So in the US, Memorial Day is coming up soon, next, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. And then the summer starts. Summer Fridays, people might go to the beach. Do something uplifting. Do something that only you are proud of and probably only you can do. Why not? So I'm offering you a lot of challenges today. Plan ahead, have a to-do list, plan the day ahead of time, and then cross off that stuff. I feel like when I have it written down, it is so much better for me than having it on the phone. When I have it on the phone, I forget that I had a to-do list. So it doesn't work for me. It might work very well for you. And in the podcasting world, a lot of good stuff is happening. So this Monday, I had Viola Dwyer again. Remember, she's the lady with the SMA, but she's traveling. She's traveling with a wheelchair. Follow her story. And I will also put their video channel on the YouTube channel in the comments because they need to have 1,000 subscribers. You better subscribe there and find out what she and her husband Dan are doing. They're educating us how it is to live with a disability. And remember, disability means they have a different ability. Look at that word, disability. ability. They have a different ability than we do. Okay, learn from her. She's fun and she likes to travel. Today, we're speaking with Janet, the Chief Career Strategist. I see a lot of people are changing their careers now. It's a lot of movement happening. Why not get a career coach, chief career strategist? She knows what you need to have. But we're also talking to her about how do you rejuvenate? How do you provide the best for the other people? Like me, you don't want to be around me when I cannot run. I need to run. I mean, that sounds crazy, right? So I need to run. I need to be active. That gives me more energy. I can learn from others. I look around. I'm curious. That's what I want. And then I'm active and I'm 120% with my clients. If you work with me, it's a commitment that I provide to you, but you also have to be committed. Let's talk soon. You might need some pick me up for the summer. Reach out to me. There's a lot of good programs coming out. I have a summer project ready, and by the fall, it will be ready. So, see, I'm putting a date to my project. By the end of the summer, we'll have something ready. We'll work on a pilot in August. How does that sound? In August, there will be a pilot project. I will share it in my Facebook group, Work from Home, but also I will mention it on the Facebook Live from my lipstick leadership living room to your living room. And on Saturday, we have another podcast episode coming out in Swiss German with Regula Tanner, who is the owner of a bookstore and a coffee place. And she tells us how she actually it was a passion project and now she has it. So she fulfilled her dream. Why not you? Okay, so Viola likes to travel. Janet is the career strategist. Regula Tanner fulfilled her dream, and I told her she should talk to the Harvard Business Review. This is a case study to happen. A lot of good stuff. And on Friday, there is the blog. Ah, Emily in Paris. Have you seen it on Netflix? They're filming in Paris. Oh, this was so nice to see where she is. But I'm also talking about or writing about a book that I've read, The Women in the Fifth. Read what I was writing. It was just so interesting to learn about the other Paris. We see the glamour and the tourist places. The writer describes a different Paris. Many places we have different, maybe not as glamorous areas that you can visit. So chime in, look at this. Everything is on my website, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube is live. See all the videos there. Subscribe. I also want to have 1,000 subscribers. Let's make this happen. 1,000 subscribers by the beginning of November. Let's see if this can happen. So put a date on when you are setting a goal. Podcast Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Friday is the blog. Wednesday, as always, is the Facebook Live. I'll leave you here in New York. It's 31 degrees Celsius today, very hot, and tomorrow only 23. How can that happen? So one day hot, one day cold. That's how life is. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. So I'll leave you. Put on the mask. It's your task. Outside, inside, you decide, but put on the lipstick. It's important you send out a different message when you wear the lipstick. From the lipstick leadership living room to your living room.